Hey, what's up, guys? I know I haven't uploaded in a while. I've been kind of busy. But I'm here now. I've been having just a lot of stuff going on lately, but it's only been about 3, 4 days, maybe even 5, since I last uploaded. But I'm here now. Today I wanted to talk about, well, just give my thoughts on Spider-Man PS4 as a whole. From what we've seen, the gameplay, the story, and to answer the question of will it be a good Spider-Man game. Now, I'm going to answer the question a little bit early and say that, yeah, it could possibly be a good Spider-Man game. Maybe not if the best. I don't know about all that. Because I still think people are going to uphold Spider-Man 2 and the others as a better Spider-Man game. But I'm just gonna give my thoughts and things. So let's get into it. So first up, the graphics. They look pretty dope. From what we've seen, they're better than the Amazing Spider-Man 2's graphics. I'll give it that. Um, the graphics are probably, yeah, they're the best we've had yet, and they kind of remind me of an Arkham game. I'm not gonna compare it to, well, I am gonna compare it to Arkham a few times in this video because um, Arkham set the bar high for superhero games. It's a standard that every superhero game feels like they need to head in that direction with. Um, so I can't blame it. Well, I mean, I can. They could go their own route and be more innovative, but right now I'm kind of not really. But let's move on to the movement. Um, the movement was it's pretty good. It's basically Spider-Man. They made Spider-Man 2's movement. Perch to certain objects and places, and web zipping to them. Um, well, we just talking about, like indoor sections and whatnot. I'll get into the web swinging later. Um, as I see, he doesn't have a run button. I don't think. The web zip is pretty much all you need. But we don't know if he can swing indoors. From what we seen, the gameplay, he was at the construction site, which was outside, and there wasn't much to swing to. So maybe indoors they'll be able to swing, but we'll see. Next section is stealth. Now, from what we've seen, stealth's pretty Arkham-like. It's real simple. Um, Perch on certain things. Do stealth takedowns. I think from one part, and then he did a stealth takedown from the beam. And took a guy down. He can do it right behind him. He can probably do it on the ceiling. Standard Spider-Man stuff. And there might be the possibility of gadgets. I'm pretty 100% sure they're gonna be gadgets or web combinations. As we seen with the Spider-Man, I guess that's what you call it. It's the mind web. The guy walked past it. First of all, you shoot it at a certain spot, and they walk past it or over it, and the web grabs them and attaches them to it. So that's a simple takedown. So we're probably just gonna see a lot of gadgets, which will make it simple, Arkham-like, and I think you can use those gadgets in the middle of a fight, just like the Arkham series. I'm sorry, I know I keep comparing it to Arkham, but yeah. Oh yeah, and I forgot. I have a theory at the end of this video discussing the plot and what might happen. So we'll see later on. The combat is one button attacks. Just probably just spam square for combos, punches, and whatnot. Now the interesting thing is, as you can see, like at the beginning of the fight, where he saves the construction worker from the gang, and then when he begins to fight, you can instantly tap circle to dodge a bullets. Jeez. Bullets. You can dodge attacks with circle rather than using triangle, and I like how they did. It's very Spider-Man. Like he doesn't involves acrobatics. He doesn't counter. He just jumps over, dodges, stuff like that. He doesn't get very physical in that aspect. What's next? Oh yeah, environment takedowns. The environment takedowns, they look okay. They were again ripped from the Amazing Spider-Man 2. It seems like they took a lot of things from the Amazing Spider-Man 2 and B-Nox, like the web perching, environment takedown stuff. They look okay. It's just tap a button to fling. Pretty simple. To use the different types of environment takedowns. Finishers. It's basically like the finishers in Batman. I'm pretty sure you'll have more than one finisher. You can see it at one point where he webs a guy and ties his hands behind his head and stuff. It's pretty simple. Also slow mo. Hopefully it doesn't break up the combat flow too much. I'm pretty sure it just makes the combat feel better. Every time you press circle, it goes in slow mo. It's not too slow. It's at a good enough pace to where it keeps the flow of the combat going. And oh yeah, one thing we also saw was that you can web zip the enemies, probably just to initiate a fight. It looks like that was it. And also there is a it seems to be combat ratings. Like, as you can see, when he whipped the guy, tripping, when he after the fight, he got a rating that said decoration. I'm pretty sure that's what it said. If you look at the top right hand corner, it said decoration, something like that. I guess it's let you know how good you did. I like that aspect. Again, it's just a battle rating system. The next thing, there seems to be many bosses or just heavy characters in general. Instead of stunning them with a cape, Spider-Man doesn't have a cape. He can use your environmental takedowns to stun them and then beat up on them. And there also seemed to be a dodge mechanic, and it seems like the heavy characters were their own. I don't even think it was a heavy character. I think it was just a mini boss. It seemed it had its own mechanics to it, like where you could dodge, probably with the right thumbstick. It's pretty simple in that aspect. The story, it seemed to be like even if Mr. Negative is the main villain, it seems to have, and I'll get into that in a minute why I don't think he's the main villain. It seems to have a heavy dynamic between Peter, Spider-Man, and it seems to be like a worlds collide thing where um Mr. Negative, Aunt May works for Mr. Negative, so Peter knows in person on the personal level, which makes the whole thing more, gives it more emotion instead of Spider-Man just beating the crap out of someone who he doesn't really have, you know, who he doesn't know. That's always been like a good thing with Spider-Man. He always had some kind of connection with most of his villains, and that's been a heavy, like heavy thing for Spider-Man, that he could, that Peter Parker and Spider-Man, their they their worlds collide sometimes. It's pretty interesting. I like to see. I like that they're doing it in a game format. It'll be really interesting to see if Mr. Negative is his main villain. And there was also QTEs, which is, it's fine. I mean, it's kind of lazy, but you know, they said they want to give it a more cinematic feel. It's pretty cinematic. So the last thing is web swinging, which is a big deal. Spider-Man games. It's flashy, like the parkour and things, but from the first gameplay we seen, it felt kind of slow. It felt like Spider-Man 3. If you ever played Spider-Man 3 on PS3, the web swinging felt kind of slow and sluggish, and a cross between Web of Shadows with the just the way it looked and how it felt. It felt like Web of Shadows. So yeah, and there shouldn't be indoor parkour, like you run through buildings, run on the side of walls, with the little staircase on the side of the building. I forgot what you call them. He parkoured through it instead of just, clipping through it. He also web zip through certain things, which is its own buttons. I believe it's L2 and R2. And then the new gameplay we got for D23, I think. No, yeah, I think. I think that's what it's called. Forgive me. It seemed to be faster. It looked faster. It was you could also run up walls, but we knew that would be in the game. But it seemed you could run up walls. That's it. And for our last subject, the theory that I have of the story. So here's my theories. I'm called it the Ultimate Spider-Man theory. This is the route that they're taking. Okay, so Spider-Man has been. They said that he's been Spider-Man for 8 years. I think he's 25 now. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I think he's been Spider-Man for 8 years. Which means that I don't think he's 25. He might be younger. I think 23, something like that. But I'm pretty sure they said 8 years. Do the math, because I don't really feel like it right now. He's late in his career. He's probably married to Mary Jane. Since he's older, he's almost in his 30s. And Green Goblin, I believe, had to be around. He's been Spider-Man for 8 years. Green Goblin has to be around, or had been around. I believe he is. I feel like they're pushing Mr. Negative, like the Arkham Origins game with Black Mask. How you thought he was the main villain, but then the Joker came in and he was running the whole operation. I think they're doing something like that, where they're gonna have Mr. Negative be pushed aside for Green Goblin, and then it's kind of dumb, but I'm calling it here first. Okay, you heard it here first. The final boss is gonna be Green Goblin, And since they showed Miles Morales, I think they might just kill Spider-Man off, or that could just be a cameo. Well, if it's a cameo, why would they show it in the trailer? If it was a cameo, they'll probably show it in game before they show it in the trailer. If he had nothing to do with the story, either he has something to do with the story, like a minor role, like you meet him every so often, or he is gonna become Spider-Man at the end, and there's probably gonna be DLC with him. It's a great way to set up DLC, but I would I would feel betrayed if they kill Spider-Man off in his first game. I think that him and Green Goblin are gonna have the battle from the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, and it's gonna result in his death. I'm just saying they want to introduce Miles Morales for no reason, or either they could just not kill him off, and there could be two Spider-Man's men, however you say it. But I feel like that's what they're gonna do. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, I'm gonna say it this time: why not like, subscribe? Let me know if you want to see me do I guess this was kind of a breakdown video, or yeah, it was kind of a breakdown, but I was just giving my thoughts on the overall game. I think it looks great. I think it very well may be the best Spider-Man game we have. I feel like it's gonna do what Arkham did for the Batman series. That's honestly what I feel. And if it doesn't, then oh well. But yeah. If you want to see me do this for the Star Wars Battlefront 2, because I'm waiting to purchase that game. It comes out in November. It's very close. It's almost here. So yeah, if you'd like to see me do like my thoughts on it, just let me know in the comments below. Or just a general breakdown. But yeah, I'll see you guys later.